love it. Hello and welcome to this fantastic episode, pre-Christmas episode of No Blasters with me, Kev Bartlett. It's a fucking minging day outside. I got rained on and I just feel cold and irritated. Anyway, season's greetings. Today's episode is sponsored by manscaped.com. Manscaped are one of our original sponsors. We love them. They love us. My balls love the ball deodorant. All my areas. The ball deodorant goes not only on my actual bag, but it goes really well in my sweat lines, the base of my wab, and also in the I'm all about that base and into my crevice. I'll do like a wee mashy and a wee spreadsy and everything. It's good. It's like doing toast. It's like butter and toast. There's crumbs. And basically, Manscaped, they do a thing. We have a platinum package now, which is fucking sensational. You get a Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0, which is the skin-safe razor of choice. You get ball deodorant, ball toner. You get a wee packet of Manscaped briefage. You get an amazing bag to carry it all in. You get the weed whacker, which is your nasal and oral hair, oral AU. And yeah, it's a great fucking time. Please go over to manscaped.com, use the code NOBLASTERS20. That's the words no blasters as one word and the number 20. So NOBLASTERS20 up the hoods. We love Manscaped. They love us. Get over there. It's quite literally doing your bag a favour. Happy Christmas, Manscaped. Also, today's episode is sponsored by NordVPN. A VPN is a virtual private network. I nearly said a virtual protection network, which is not true, but also sounds class as maybe the sort of job I could have in a Steven Seagal film. Yeah, run a virtual protection network. And then Seagal just fucking roundhouse me. Anyway, NordVPN, that's what I was talking about. NordVPN sponsor this podcast. They are, again, an OG sponsor of ours. I can highly recommend using NordVPN, especially I've just been away on holiday and I used it when I was in Rife, and as we call it, and people who've been there only call it Rife. And we were using it there. We were able to watch our like Netflix programs that are available in Spain and whatever just by being there, but then we're also able to log in, one click, you're away, you're back here, back in the UK. Anyway, I don't even know if that's the same tune, but it's that's a Scooter song from ages ago. But basically the way it works is you go away, you get all this added protection on your surfing the web, and you get to be able to log in basically from anywhere in the world is kind of the way it works. And you can, so like you could watch American Netflix, you can watch Japanese hentai, you can watch like UK Netflix when you're away in Spain. It's a fucking good time. Please get over there. If you go over to nordvpn.com/noblasters, you will be able to avail of a brilliant offer to get a huge percentage of a discount and I believe a free gift, Dan. You can use it on up to 6 devices. And look at this, it's all in there. It's pre-programmed, and you can have it so that you have to log in through NordVPN, or you can have it that it's just automatically on there. One click, you're away. It's very good. It's definitely worth having. Added protection and security on your devices, and nobody can see your browser stuff. It's all private. Good times. Thank you, NordVPN. Happy Christmas. Up the hoods. This episode starts now. Today's guest, seeing as it's a few days before Christmas, is my brother, my former roommate, Kev Bartlett.
A time for family.
A time for family.
How are you? I'm good.
That was weird that we both said that.
Can I just say something when you said about your oral health, about the hairs in your... it made me laugh because I was thinking, imagine if you had a hairy throat on the inside.
Well, actually, funny you mention that, Kevin. We actually all do have a hairy throat in the sense that we have little hairs in there called ciliae. Anyway, true story.
Could you imagine them? Like, your beard hair in the back of your gizzard.
Do you ever think about eating people? I think that
No.
eating the throat would be one of the worst places to go. It's going to be squidgy and hairy.
The smell of it would be the worst thing.
By the way, I've recently decided that the word mucus is more fun if you say mucus. And I've been saying it more like that.
Mucus.
Because I've been mucusy. I'm a wee bit
So I didn't drink enough water during the week from Monday to Wednesday.
Kev's water diary, by the way, that's what we're doing now.
Monday to Tuesday, I was just drinking my tea. And then I tilted a 2 litre back yesterday and flushed out my own head.
If you're still interested in what Kev's saying, go over to myhydration.com/rkev.
/fuck up.
I know.
You born bastard.
I don't know if I've drunk enough water in the last few days.
I saw Brent Goose yesterday. Is that better? Crack?
No.
Have you ever seen one?
No, I don't think so.
It's smaller than the native goose.
It sounds like your goose is cooked. You can't.
Well, just in case you're coming up to Christmas.
Smaller than the
Talk about that for a Christmas meat.
Right.
Goose, turkey within a goose, within a sparrow.
Well, that's weird. Sorry. Turkey within a goose, within a sparrow. It's getting smaller every time. So the sparrow's going to be stretched out like a fucking big Durex. Do you know what I mean?
Like a fucking party balloon.
Yeah, it's just with a wee beak on it.
Yeah, you see the right there, and you go, "Fuck me, it doesn't look big enough."
What do they call it? That's called an oven bird, isn't it? When you
I don't know what it's
you
called.
You would put like a.
I'm sure there is a name for it though.
I think it is called an oven bird.
I couldn't be. It sounds something French, mate. No.
Okay.
Does that not sound like a French meal?
So I have what I believe is the name of it in English, and Kev.
Oh well, here.
Kev, who doesn't have a suggestion, and.
No, but there's bound to be another name, an official name.
Oven bird.
There's no way an English
L'oiseau de Auvergne. That's what it is.
You know, that's a French dish, like it has to be.
I think it's like an old. I know that they used to do it. It was big.
Pigs and blankets.
It was big in the American market in the in the late 19th century.
Now, do you debone the bird?
Early 20th
so
century.
to speak.
What?
Do you debone the birds?
Right. So apparently. Well, you're gonna everything but the beak and feet. You're gonna take off the beak and the feet.
Aye.
And like the head.
Yeah.
And you're gonna clean them in terms of like
get
the giblets out, right?
All the giblets.
All that.
Giblets is better than mucus.
Giblet, yeah. Get the mucus and giblets out of there, and make yourself a mucus and giblet soup, and or as I like to call it, a sew-up, and
gizzard,
and the gizzard, and so get the gizzard, the mucus, and the giblets into your fucking snattery sew-up, and a soup, and so anyway. Sorry, so this is, apparently you would take something small, like a partridge or a quail, right? And you would put that into something slightly bigger.
Yes.
So, for instance, a chicken.
But bones and all?
Yeah, no, bones and all.
Really?
Yeah, because that's where the flavour is. And then you put that inside. I mean, really.
How do you carve it then?
You take each one out and carve them, and then you get a piece. But it's called an oven bird because it's cooking inside the heat of the bigger bird.
Surely it's dangerous as fuck.
Of course it is.
How are they going to get that same temperature as the outside leg?
Right, because let me explain. Because when they're inside the turkey, they are not as hot as the outside of the turkey.
Aye.
So they're cooking at a slower rate.
Yeah.
So the idea is to do it in such a way where it's cooking through. Everything will cook through at different rates, but it's okay because they're inside. Do you know what I mean?
Sounds like something's coming out.
I'm not suggesting doing it. So what I'm saying is that you would take a partridge or a quail, and you would stuff that inside like something like a chicken or a pheasant, and then you would put that inside like a big ass turkey.
Can you do it with their eggs?
What?
Can you do it with their eggs?
Well, like put a quail's egg inside a chicken inside a hen's egg, and then inside a duck egg or something. It'd be fucking very yolky. But I think yolky burr. You could I have this feeling. I have this feeling that while that's cooking, it's gonna smell like a fucking bad molar. Like, do you know what I mean? Like it is. That's what it's gonna do. It's just gonna be like.
There is a story. There's a story that I heard years ago in the barbers, of a guy who couldn't afford the Christmas turkey and all, so he went to the waterworks and he killed a swan.
Right.
And he was coming up there.
Do you know that's actually the Queen's?
Yes, and he was coming up though, right? And his mate was lying drunk in the street, and your man had the swan over his over his shoulder, like holding the neck, and the wings fell out, and your man looked up and thought it was the Christmas angel.
Oh my God.
Right? But then your man put it into the oven and came down on Christmas morning, and there was like that much fat all over the Christmas floor, or the Christmas
All over the Christmas floor. All over the kitchen floor.
all over the kitchen floor from that it seeped out. Of the swan, apparently they're quite.
Well, I remember.
Quite fatty.
I remember. I mean, seriously though, imagine walking into a house where someone's cooking an oven bird. You just walk in and go, "Is it Christmas or has somebody got an abscess now?" Anyway,
Could you do it with different joints of meat then? You know, instead do the way you get those the crown of different birds. Like you get the two bits of breast meat.
But then there's not, when you get a crown, there's nothing to put it into.
You not cut it open, cut a wee pocket into it, and stuff in like a wee quail breast.
This is all right. We're getting into it now. Do you know why Kev's wondering about this? Because Kev only gets the breast meat. Kevy breast meat, right?
This has been going on.
This is funny now. This is funny to me, right?
It's funny to you.
I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth, right? So when we were all kids, right? I would say, in order of fussiness in our house in terms of food, it would go. Right, Dad was fussy in terms of he wanted everything plain as fuck, right?
Yep.
Like, I'd like my potatoes boiled. Peeled and boiled. I want my
broccoli.
I want my vegetables boiled separately in front of me. I do not wish to have or smell garlic
I cooked them
near
a piece
this
of
house.
fish one night with some
True.
lemon and parsley on it.
Kev made my dad fish, and then in furnace you were hunting around, and he put a wee bit of lemon on it, a wee twist of lemon, and he had made triple cooked chips, and he stacked them in like a Rubik's Cube style, right? And he brought it into my dad, and my dad was like,
he didn't look at it. He didn't look at it because he was watching the news.
Yeah.
So then, when he actually did look down, I was already across the living room.
Yep.
At the kitchen door, and I goes, "Mere." I walk back over, and he goes, hands me the lemon and the parsley, and goes, without even looking at me, goes, "Stop fucking about and give me the brown sauce."
So
like
good.
Fucking flavour
So
wouldn't
like,
kill you, Jim.
Then I would say it goes like this: you are King Fuss, and then Arling.
I beat Inky, have I?
You're more fussy and Arling. So Kev wouldn't.
I'm saying fussy. I know what I like. I'm like Dolly.
Listen, here's the things that Kev wouldn't have had. Now some of these you've reneged on, but here's the things Kev wouldn't have had: mushrooms, which he still won't have.
Stinking.
The devil's snatters, right?
Field oysters is what they are.
He would field oysters. He wouldn't eat fish of any kind. Now you will have a bit.
I have eaten cod, haddock, salmon. I'm not going near wee bits of fucking shellfish and all that gristly shit.
He won't do any seafood. He won't do
lobster. Fuck that. Although I would love to taste lobster, but there's nothing worse than seeing somebody pulling.
Do you know what I
the
think?
Claw meat out.
No, do you know? Oh, the snit that comes out with it. No, I think the worst thing about.
But it's the same shape as the claw, and it's just fucking like.
No,
jelly.
do you know what I think looks stinking? Do you ever see when people make lobster thermidor? You know the
shell.
like you serve it in the shell. The big
see, that doesn't turn me as much.
No, it's the big the greeny brown
and the coral they call it.
The big fucking it looks like something. Do you know what it looks like? You know when dogs scratch their hole on a rug and they do it by like grabbing on, dragging their hole, but it looks like a human has done that
across the shell of
a
lobster.
After a night on the lobster thermidors. Do you know they've eaten it and then they've gone?
I don't
know. They scratch your arse properly after a lobster thermidor. Is the next lobster thermidor.
The claw.
Yeah.
Do you know lobsters have two different claws? There's the pincher and the puncher. I think no, it's not the pincher.
The pincher and the grabber.
And the cutter, maybe.
Right. Okay.
Where one's big like and it looks like it fucking knock you out, and then the other one's quite delicate and it's for like picking through. Things.
I have the eviction clause and the Santa Claus so I have. So. What was I on about? Because I was in a no mushrooms, no fish or seafood, no eggs, which is still pretty much in force.
I had eggs this morning. I have two hen's eggs.
But what did you do?
I beat them. I crack them in the cup, right? Liquid, right? Crack the two
Right.
eggs in, put in salt and pepper and a good dose of the hottest, the habanero Tabasco, and it beat them up into the pan and then whack them around the pan.
Can I give you some advice?
Go on.
Apart from never do any of that again, don't season it at the start
Right.
because it ruins the consistency and the
Oh.
colour of your eggs.
Well, I don't give a fuck because I'm trying to make
You
it
should
look
season
as
it-
much like sawdust as I can.
If you're because you're essentially making scrambled eggs there.
Well, yeah, but they're scrambled on the pan.
I
They're
know.
not- There's no milk or butter involved.
I know, but you're essentially scrambling eggs.
They're dry. They have to be dry. See if there was moisture near my
Season
eggs.
season it at the end. I guarantee it's a better time. Anyway,
Okay.
you put your habanero in after you've started.
I used to
cooking it.
put the. Well, do you want me to be honest? Why I put the seasoning on the start? It's to confuse my brain that those wee snottery brown bits are pepper
Brilliant.
and not
So you can see where it's going here. You wouldn't have been
garlic.
you wouldn't have been a garlic guy.
I go for garlic.
And then
Cheese I wasn't a fan of cheese when I was younger, unless it was toasted.
Just all the food groups.
And then fish cakes. Sure, I'm sure you've told
Anything
that
fish.
story
Anything fishy you wouldn't
about
have.
me having a. I thought it
He,
was potato.
he thought fish cakes were made of potato.
That,
Now-
well,
now
I
in the
think that's
90s,
what I
some
was
of it was
told.
potato.
I think that's what I was told.
But
That would
also-
make me eat them.
Also, this is where we're getting to it. He wouldn't have had. He would eat chicken, but only the breast meat. Kev would not have had the leg or the thigh, and he certainly wouldn't be going in deep and getting the chicken oyster, right? So
I'm actually thinking that
That's a cut.
translates into my,
You ever had
my
chicken
love life
oysters
as well.
now?
My boob man. What's that?
a lot of people don't know about the chicken oyster. Have you ever had them?
No.
Mate, come on now.
Get fucked. It sounds
You never
rank.
you break down a chicken properly.
Aye.
You're left
Oh,
with
those wee fucking
you're,
snottery bits.
you're left with two. You should have two legs, two thighs, two wings, two breasts, and then you normally get
slimy
like
shit
you get
underneath the
six of these
chicken.
wee what?
Those wee slimy bits underneath it.
They're you turn it over to get it, but they're it's like a wee puck.
It's on its back now.
What?
It's on its back.
It's on its front.
It's on its back.
The
breast.
sorry, the meat is on its back, but the
carcass
chicken is on its
front.
front, right? When you're getting these, and you just put your finger on it and you just pop them out.
Fuck.
They're fucking lovely.
Stinking, mate.
They're lovely. It's an amazing cut.
No, right. I can't. I'm disagreeing with you that it's an amazing cut.
It is an
right?
amazing cut.
It's like chicken ribs.
No,
Right.
it's like
I dare you to go into the butcher's
It's like
and
a
go,
chicken's
can I get 2
intercostal."
racks of chicken ribs? See what they say to you.
so. Anyway, you wouldn't have had
But
anything.
what does it taste like? And don't tell. I mean, is it like the dark meat?
It's
or
a deeply.
the-
It is. It's like a concentrated piece of chicken thigh.
Fuck that.
It's amazing,
Fuck that. Chicken thigh.
but it's
leg
very
meat
soft,
is
but not
stinking, mate.
snottery.
It's stinking. I see that taste. Rank.
The taste because it's been cooked
Give me the breast
on
meat.
the bone.
Plain.
Anyway, so now this isn't to say that I'm
Enjoy
sorry,
your dinner, by the
and
way.
Then, and then Ariel, and you know what you would have been. You know what you're still fussy about. If you were to give Kev a bolognese, at the end of it, there'd be most of the sauce around the outside of his plate, like
Mushrooms.
all the meat, all the mushrooms.
Not now. Not now. If you haven't broke up the mince enough and it's like in big wax, I don't mind a meatball. But you know those bits where, do you know whenever somebody hasn't, they've just turned the fucking pallet of meat out there, the wee parcel of meat
Yeah.
out in the thing, and it's still in the grind.
Yeah, you need to break it up with a fork.
Make shut up your hands before you put it in.
Don't do it with a fork when it's in the pan. Who you
Make sure-
taking advice off here?
I know what I
Oyster
eat.
meat or this cunt, right?
Here,
So
listen,
anyway,
you're the one that's picking fucking snottery back
so
bits off
exactly.
chickens. So.
But I know where they are. I know where to find them. Anyway, I have a chicken carcass.
I hope
coming
this
in our
hasn't
house.
put
It's
anybody
picked-
off
it's
there.
picked dry.
No.
Anyway, so this
I
is the
would
thing.
literally buy a cooked chicken.
I'm talking about a
Out
cooked
of,
chicken.
no, but I would buy one and just use the breast meat.
No,
And
you
then-
don't. You
Well, I have
wasteful.
given you in the legs before.
Yes, but you're a
I see.
you're a
Fuck up.
wasteful.
No, I
cunt.
wouldn't. If I wasn't going to give you in the fucking back scraps.
I think
legs.
he's done that once. I think he gave us chicken legs once.
Well, then I've only had one.
Lies. But anyway, here, right,
Anyway,
so basically why we're calling Kevy breast meat, right? So, sorry, just to be clear, Ariel then wouldn't have had, she wouldn't do eggs, she would only do the breast
she have
meat.
had fish. She would have had
She
fish.
wouldn't have, she would have had fish, but she wouldn't have red meat then,
Right.
apart from mince and bacon. which is red meat, by the way. But she would have minced beef in a spaghetti or a chili or something, and but she would never eat like roast or steak or.
Does pork count as red meat?
Yeah.
Does it?
Fact,
Well, I mean, a fucking pork chop isn't red; it's white.
You heard it here first, guys. It's red meat.
Okay.
So Dan, look that up. Just Google is pork red meat.
I think it comes in under
some
swine.
some people will probably call it pork, but it's a type of red meat. Anyway,
I don't know.
fuck yourself, Kev. So
Okay.
anyway, recently though, so all
It
our
contains more myoglobin than chicken or fish.
Right, impressive.
That's what gives it the red color.
That's the shit that comes out in your fucking burger that's undercooked in it. It soaks up into the bap.
That's disgusting when people do that though.
Somebody did that to me, mate, and then went, "It's medium rare." I went, "You're rare."
It's fully rare.
You can't.
So
Can't cook that properly.
So, in our house, then what would have happened was, say, like we would have been having maybe like a chicken or whatever at on a Sunday dinner. Kev would get only the breast meat, right? Or let's go Christmas with it. At Christmas time, now in fairness, in our house, Ma Bartlett would have bought a turkey that would have fed the 5,000, right? 12 buckets of scraps afterwards, right? So
always tasted like swan. Go on.
Right. So, but Kev would only have breast meat. Now, one of our other brothers, Declan, would have had. He was frequently on the legs.
Yeah.
But he would always ask. In my mind's eye, he would ask for the leg all the time, especially at Christmas when you get that fucking, you could fucking murder somebody with it, right? A baton,
fucking club,
a nightstick of turkey, right? And but recently he's taken umbrage with this, so he has, as if like he was, if we were all bowing down to Kev.
Well, this is the thing, right?
Funny.
Do you? Let's clear this up. Do you like the breast meat?
Yeah.
Do you like the leg meat?
Yeah.
Do you like thigh?
Yeah.
And we've already established.
Would I
have
but
chicken ribs?
But here, yes,
right?
I don't mind. I'm not fussy. However, I would prefer the ditty when I'm having a Sunday dinner.
Right. Yes,
but
hang on. But
to
fuck up.
Fontal Kev.
But would you? You're able to eat all the rest of that, aren't you?
So are you.
Fuck off. I
you're
can't.
No, but you're able.
Oh, but I don't. Do you like? You've said you like it.
Yeah.
So it's no biggie.
I had to learn to like it.
Fuck up. But you like it.
I had to learn to like
you
it.
You are more than happy.
What?
You are happy enough to eat it, right?
Yeah.
Decky was always happy enough to eat it. Daddy would have eaten the leg and would have been happy enough with it, right?
Yeah.
I don't like the fucking taste of it, right? I went in the.
Do you know what I think you don't like?
I went in the place the other week.
I don't like the grizzliness of it.
Yeah, I don't like. See
when I see taste. It's the grizzle.
See when I see meat with bones in it, can't fucking cope. Cannot cope with it, and I literally don't like the taste of it. There's a different, darker gravy taste of it, and I don't like it. I don't even eat gravy on my dinner.
No, you don't.
Right. Where does
another
the gravy come from?
Fucking thing.
Where does the gravy come from?
Stock use.
No, but right. So the thought of that.
But the funny thing about this is that our other brother has waited until they're in their 40s to take umbrage with this.
No, I think he would have always given me a bit of shit.
I've only heard.
You know what I mean?
I've only heard the Kevy breast meat argument this year.
Well,
it's a recent thing.
You know
but like, it's funny to me because he's brought it up as like a deep-seated psychological ailment that he has.
Thing is I never
he was only ever good enough for the leg meat.
It wasn't like I was going, yes, I could eat the legs and the beak and whatever, right? But I couldn't. So,
do you know what's good? Do you ever see when you get the chicken leg when it still has the claw and there's a tendon that you can pull and it makes the claw do that?
Oh Jesus! I walked in when I was at uni.
It's funny.
And somebody had a bag of chicken feet in the fridge, a paper bag of chicken feet, mate.
That's gotta be.
I was hung to the balls.
I should be in a plastic
and
bag.
I just walked out quietly, out of the kitchen, into the bog, and threw my guts up for about half an hour. Came back in, and what else? There was some other slimy shit I found. I was just like, back in the bog.
Great times. Happy Christmas.
But chicken feet aren't
You're
There couldn't be much meat on them.
There actually is.
Do you know what really turned me? I know they clean them before they eat them, or before, right? But I mean, that's walking around its own shite. all
Right,
day,
listen,
like.
listen,
Okay.
listen,
So,
listen.
see, if you were like that, would I go near you?
Well, another way of looking at it is to go, here, see the chicken breast? That's inside a chicken's chest. before you eat it.
Yeah,
You know what
but it's not near its arsehole, is it?
Well, I mean, it's like eggs, though. I sometimes think about the fact that eggs fully come out
You
of a
know-
chicken's hole. Like,
You know why they're the shape they are?
why?
So as the chicken's arse doesn't close with a bang.
What a woeful joke. Anyway, here's the thing.
It's an oldie, but it's a goodie.
Here's the thing. So
What is
you're
the
a
thing?
you're a Christmas guy, Kev.
I love Christmas.
So do I. Right now,
I love Christmas my way. Fuck anybody else's way of doing it.
Happy Christmas.
It's
my way, or
Oh, that way.
Holidays
Holidays are coming. Holidays are coming.
I know. Holidays are coming. Kevy's Christmas is so great. If you do it your way, he'll fucking kill you. Anyway, what is Christmas your way, Kev? Put
Christmas my way is to put up the tree on Seb around about the 24th of November. And then I just like that time of year where it's chilled. I love Christmas lights, right? And they have to be the coloured kind.
the old
right?
the old school coloured
lanterns.
Ones. Yeah.
Old school fairy lights. I can remember when we were kids going up to Granny and Granda's up in Ramon and coming back down, what do you call the street? Balls.
Doesn't really matter. Oh, the Christmas street.
Aye, Magic Street.
Magic Street. Yeah,
All
round at the dog and sausage.
Aye.
Or what's it called?
The egg and sausage.
The egg and sausage.
The dog and sausage, right. What do you call it?
I know.
It's a street with...
You went to school on it, you
salon.
can't.
I can't remember.
Edenmore.
Drive. So, but all the houses at the time had bay windows, and everybody put their Christmas trees in the bay windows, and you drove down on Saturday night, going back down to watch the A-team and get your
Kev was
hammers.
going back down to get his breast meat, and the rest of us were going down to suck the eyes out of a chicken. Do you know what it was? Here's the thing. I know what I was about to say. Here's the thing about chicken feet. There is actually a considerable amount of meat on them. Sorry to...
I'm
because
just thinking of something else. Do chickens have nipples?
I would assume they do, yeah. No, do birds have nipples? No, because they don't feed their young milk. No,
All right,
they don't. They
But
don't.
they've got breasts.
They have a breast.
Right, okay. Just checking.
Yeah.
Fucking-
You heard it here first. Chickens don't have nipples. Biology.
It sounds like an album. Chickens don't have nipples and other amazing
No
stories.
blisters. So, chicken nipple sounds like a fucking. Sounds like something I'd probably be able to tell you where to find and cut off a chicken nipple.
It sounds like your parrot name.
Yeah.
Done it. Chicken nipple.
It's like,
Bluebeard and chicken nipple.
Chicken nipple sounds like one of the goblins. So.
Anyway,
Sorry,
Magic
wait.
Street.
Because see, here's the thing with chicken feet, because they usually stew them. So, what you'll get is it'll cook, and there's a lot of gelatin in it. So you'll get that, and then there's a big pad of meat on the bottom of the foot, and that's where the meat is.
Where all the shite has gone in, soaked in for years, add the flavour.
That's
Anyway,
all. That's it.
Magic Street was driving down there. So I always used to love, this is going to sound daft, but sort of mildly crossing your eyes. The things went out of focus, and you could see like twice as many lights.
This is veering very close to the song "What Color Is the Wind," Daddy. Like, did you ever hear that song by the Blankets?
You never did that?
What?
Just sat and looked at the Christmas tree and crossed your eyes.
Nobody writes songs like that anymore, do they? Like really sad as fuck.
Yeah.
Like the type of sadness you get now is fucking Dermot Kennedy talking about like wanking on you or something.
I did a gig the other night, and every
Did you ever hear?
fucking
Sorry,
possible
I need to
sad
say
song.
this. See his fucking song at the minute that they're kiss me if you would. No, sorry, kiss me like you would if we died tonight. What do you mean, Dermot? What do you mean? Because
One last cold kiss, one last cold
let me.
kiss.
That's a weird song. Let me tell you this. Have you ever seen someone, or let me ask you this, have you ever seen somebody kissing someone that's died recently? It's weird. I've seen people at wakes.
Tongue, like.
I've seen people at wakes go over, put their hand on the person who's dead, and like awkwardly kiss their forehead. Do you know what happens immediately after they do it? Regret descends upon them. Like, I mean, they'll do it and go.
How funny would it be?
Because do you know why? It's like kissing a fucking patio stone. That's why.
Imagine though if you did it and whenever you came back and you were freaked out anyway, and the person was sitting looking at you like a.
Just want to imagine it. Imagine, yeah, it was an elaborate hoax to get a kiss. They're just sitting there and they go,
something like I be doing it.
yeah.
I used.
I knew you liked me.
Happy Christmas.
Oh, so weird.
Anyway, what was the saying?
Can't remember.
My Christmas lights.
The Magic Street.
Magic Street.
Oh, sorry, no. You did sing a line out of a Christy Moore song. One last cold kiss.
Yeah.
A weird song about swans, no less.
2 island swans. There you go. Mate for life.
Two swans get together and a hunter kills one of them.
I think it's a veil of analogy.
I think it is an analogy.
You know.
Would Christy Moore ever do an analogy about, invaders coming to Ireland? Anyway, go ahead.
What was I going to say to you? Yes, somebody, a gig I did the other week, mate. Everybody wanted every fucking possible sad song they could think of. Literally 4 songs, one after the other.
Can I guess a couple of them? Grace?
No, that was...
Let me guess.
Although that...
Tears in Heaven?
No.
Fuck.
Listen to this, right? And the band played Waltzing Matilda about Gallipoli.
Gallipoli.
Willie McBride.
The chickens have a Gallipoli? Go ahead.
No, they don't.
Willie McBride.
Willie McBride.
Go ahead. How do you do?
Were the fucking...
Young dead guy McBride.
What do you call the fucking one? The town with no name. Town I love so well.
Can I sit at your grave and weep
then
here all
somebody
day?
goes...
What?
The person who was asking for them all then turns around after that and he goes, here, pick it up a bit for fuck's sake. I'm like, cut, you're asking for them?
The town I love so well.
Anyway.
Which should just be called The Troubles I've Profited From So Greatly. That's what that song should be called. Did you ever hear that song?
The town I
How
love
does
so
it
well.
start?
In the early morning. That's not the
Factory
horn called the
Get
women.
the fucking lighters out. I love the trouble.
What's the first fucking line of it though?
Weather tanks
In my memory,
I will always see.
Dum, 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 dum,
Yeah, fucking rare.
I think we should do a remix. The Christmas remix.
Yep.
The town that I
You want that beat on it?
So well. The school.
Yep.
Anyway.
With their tanks and their guns. Anyway.
So, and Zombie was in there as well. So, for those songs,
Well, to be fair,
I'm like...
I think the sad songs people used to ask me for, I would never play
Tears
Grace,
in Heaven.
but I would have obliged because I used to be able to play Tears in Heaven quite well, and I would have obliged with that. But it was definitely, do you know what? It wasn't about the sadness of the song.
Yeah.
It was about how good I was at the guitar. That's all it was about.
That's it.
Show
off, Kieran. You're show off. Getting back there, Christmas songs. Christmas, a Christmas cracker, if you will.
I won't. I hate that.
Remember we stuffed the Christmas crackers one year with better jokes?
See, I do remember that, but also, do you remember... Here's the thing. See when you say this is a Christmas cracker, that's like describing Halloween as being spooktacular. It's unacceptable to me. Go ahead.
Fuck up.
A Christmas cracker.
So my further bits of Christmas that need to be in place before I start to enjoy it is to be honest, I only really get into Christmas proper on Christmas Eve. That's the first time I go, relax. Right? I don't like shopping for myself. Imagine what I'm like shopping for other people.
Do you know what Kev's like shopping for other people? Get someone else to do it.
Why not?
He used to get me to go.
My personal
I'm busy.
shopper.
Go and do my Christmas
You
shopping.
were
for
already
me.
in the town, getting your own stuff.
Getting things for other people.
So, what else?
If only there was some sort of service that would deliver bought
Well,
goods
I've done that. Yeah,
straight
mate, you're
to your
talking
fucking-
about fucking over 10 years ago. I would have got you to get something
False.
in the town.
False.
When?
That Disney store trip.
5 years ago.
Bluebell was born. There you go.
Fucking nearly 10 years ago then.
No, because you were about 3 or 4 into the fucking dwarf thing that you were doing. Sorry, we need to explain this. Kev was buying one of our nieces, the seven dwarfs,
one a
year, out of Disney. And I got sent in. This is a true story. I got sent him to go get him one of these, and going into the Disney store.
You were in the town anyway, so fuck up. It wasn't like you were going.
Can I tell this story about being interrupted?
Going across the fucking, walking from Black Mountain over Cave Hill and down into the town with fucking wicker shoes on.
I let you speak.
Cunt.
So
wicker shoes though. Go on.
Interrupt me again. Seriously, see what happens.
Go on.
See what happens. I'm gonna fuck something like this. So we go into the.
Suck my dick, twang.
So we'll go into the Disney store at Christmas time, banter, and it's mental. And there was like a couple of temp staff on the tills. Q is fucking snaking around the whole shop, and there's managers standing doing fuck all and parsnips, just stand talking. So I go over. Do you ever see when you go over for customer service somewhere and people are talking, and you're the customer, and they continue to talk and then look at you and continue to talk? I'm like, I'm here. Do you know, if it was a dwarf, I'd be grumpy, right? I'm ready to fucking smack somebody. So I eventually go, sorry to interrupt you, which is me basically going, use your cunts, by the way. I go, sorry to interrupt you. Could you tell me where I would be able to get Snow White and the Seven Dwarf sort of cuddly toy things? And she goes, oh, they should be on the plush fountain. And I swear to fuck, to which I responded, is that beyond the sea of swirly twirly gumdrops? Could you take me to it, please? Yes. I remember it's one of the only times in my life when I've said the thing that you think of later that day. I said it at the time. I went, up your doof.
What would your dwarf personality be?
Lazy. I'm not lazy.
No.
What would it be? Well, there's no dwarf called motivated.
I would say workaholic. Come on, workaholic. Let's go.
I would say.
What would mine be?
See, because it's not laziness that I have. It's a
procrastinate.
It's a want to be lazy.
It's a procrastinator's
I like
dream.
to sit. Do you know what I like to do? I like to sit and play FIFA and work moves in my head.
You could be called procrasta work.
Scrapper.
No.
What would you be?
What would I be?
Wanky. I would be. I wouldn't want to be in that house, so I bet you it smells.
Of course it does.
Fucking
Probably
seven
smells.
lads.
7 lads with 7 fucking birds stuffed into the oven.
A fucking.
You know what I mean? Oven
a
meat.
wagtail inside a wren inside a fuck. Anyway, so
Inside
Dan, have we any Christmas
Goose's
questions?
Blair.
Yes.
Sorry, by the way, just before we do this, Kev's Christmas sounds like a good crack, doesn't it? So like, I put the tree up on December 24th or on November 24th. Now it's not really Christmas for a full month. And then do you know what he does? He watches The Holiday.
I always get you fuckers
Talk
up
over me. He wishes he was Jude Law on The Holiday. Go ahead, Kev.
until he does that fucking rotten dance near the end.
Have we talked about The Holiday on this?
Love The Holiday. Have we?
Yeah, we definitely have. The only thing I am just
Watch the last night.
need to reiterate. It's weird whenever they're happy that Jude Law's wife's dead. Go ahead.
That is strange. That is strange.
It's a weird. It's a weird turn.
Weird vibe going on.
It's a weird turn in
Yeah.
a rom com.
Yeah. Are you divorced? No. It's when they spell it out as well.
It's all the. Oh, so you obviously have an ex who's gonna ruin our perfect romance.
tryst.
Oh no, I don't. Oh, is she dead on it, or he's divorced and it's amicable?
She's just dead.
No, she's
She's in her box.
We stuffed her inside a bigger bird, and then
The bigger bird being Kate Winslet. Anyway.
and then we put her inside Mandy Dingle. Anyway,
Cooked her on a fucking bonfire.
Happy Christmas. Just to recap, Jude Law's dead wife inside Kate Winslet inside Maddie Dingle on a bony.
I'm dreaming of a wife.
Hit us with these questions, Dan. Please.
Jonathan Brooks has 2 movie-related questions.
Right,
So,
right, I love it.
what movie would the Bartlett family gather around to watch on Christmas Day? And what Christmas film should be banned for being so shit?
Right.
Oh,
So,
this is
this is
controversial.
interesting because we would normally have watched It's a Wonderful Life on Christmas Eve. We would watch that. Kev and I
still
have
do.
a tradition of watching Die Hard at Christmas time. And yes, it is a Christmas film, you dicks, anyway. I'll tell you what, it's a Christmas film.
Can I just say, though, I know
What?
we fist bumped and all that there. We were watching that as a Christmas film before
this argument.
That
We were
conversation
we were doing
happened.
this in the 90s, like.
Yeah, we were. Yeah.
Do you know
We
how
were doing
well-
this
do you know
when
how
the paint
well-
was still driving into the blood was still draining into Caggy's door? You know what I mean?
Fucking unbelievable. Unbelievable. We were doing this so long ago. That's amazing. Do you know how well we know that film? We know where the breaks would be when ITV would show it, and Kev used to do that to signify the wee thing in the top corner that a break was coming, right?
I can give them to you.
That's exactly when one of them is. That's what do you call him? Ellis?
Ellis.
Ellis says, Hans, Booby,
Booby,
I'm your white
white
knight.
knight.
And he goes, I'm sorry, I must have missed 60 minutes. You know what I mean? Or whatever. I can give him to you. Break.
Yep.
We're in the
Holidays are coming.
we're in the holidays are coming and fucking Menares anyway. So right, so It's a Wonderful Life is obviously a classic. Die Hard on Christmas Day though. In our house, we would have watched maybe somebody would have always been bought a comedy special, and we would have watched that. Now,
Yeah.
so we would
Peter
have
Kay, Billy
maybe
Connolly,
like a Peter Kay or Billy Connolly, but
Lee
there was
Mac- or Lee
Lee Evans, but there was a Nightmare Year where
there was none.
there was none, and you end up. Do you know
It
what?
was like Rod Gilbert's mince pie or something.
Yeah,
right?
you end up getting you end up getting fucked then by
Billy Connolly
shows like Downton Abbey
Oh my god.
and Call the Midwife having big.
special.
Imagine this: you've just had your Christmas dinner, and there's a Call the
And you
Midwife.
see, you go call the midwife, and it was Maddie Dingle giving birth to Kate Winslet. And
Do you know what it is about Call the Midwife? It's a depressive show because it basically it wouldn't be a show if there wasn't a complication with the birth, because it would just be called.
has a man ever watched that show?
I've seen it.
I have never.
I
Seen
wa-
it.
I saw-
I hear it and go, no.
I saw.
out.
I would say I saw pretty much all of the first series of that
Why?
because it was on. Because it was on at a time in my life, Kevin, when I think
You
I
couldn't find the remote.
had ME or something. I think it was on in that year. Anyway, beyond that, obviously Christmas classics, as far as I'm concerned, would be The Great Escape. Is a good one to watch around Christmas time. I would also like.
Kelly's Heroes.
I like Kelly's Heroes. I love Regals there at Christmas
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Snowy film like.
I like Gladiator at Christmas. The first 20 minutes is all wintry and all, and then it's
That's it. That's about as far as I get with that film.
I love it.
Fuck
I
up.
love it.
You know what I mean?
The director's cut.
Oh no.
Am I not merciful?
I had a box.
If you're watching, if Ridley Scott's watching,
I had a box set of it. I don't know where it's ever gone. But I mean, I'm talking like it had a fucking book and all with it.
oh,
Do you, it
I
sounds
have
like
it.
you have it.
no, I haven't.
It sounds like somebody fucking thieves it.
Does it? I
Does
have
I?
mine. You dick. Anyway,
See if page 46 is folded in the top corner. It's mine.
you've never got to page 46. So anyway,
Only the
What
Kev's
was-
catalogue.
what was the second one? A Christmas film. It's so shit. It should be like cancelled.
Yeah.
This is controversial. I'm gonna
You're
get a lot
gonna
of
get a
hate
fucker.
here.
You're gonna get a dig in the arm because I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna take Chloe's side in this fight.
What?
You're gonna say the night to save Christmas.
I'm not a. I love
Oh,
that
okay.
film.
I thought you were gonna.
No.
Thought you were gonna pack up your wife.
We watched because there's Christmas films that Chloe loves that I think are
Yeah, yeah.
shit because this
Just
is
at
the
the
thing, right?
time, innit?
This is the thing about kids films generally. If you miss them when you're a kid, you will never love them. You'll never love them. So like Chloe wouldn't have been around or something like that. So like the Goonies isn't part of Chloe's childhood, but I love it. But when I watch it maybe once a year, another great film to watch Christmas time, whenever I watch it once a year or twice a year, it melts Chloe. But then when she watches Hocus Pocus, I'm sitting there going...
At Christmas?
No, at Halloween. When she watches Hocus Pocus, I'm sitting there going... Because it fucking melts me.
I would have that with that thing with your man, Macaulay Culkin on it.
That's... Well, this is why... I was saying it's controversial, but if I was getting rid of a big time Christmas movie, it would be Home Alone. It bypassed our house. We didn't watch it.
Kevin wasn't left in the house on his own. Kevin was presented with white meat.
Yeah, Kevy breast meat was not Home Alone. He was bone alone.
I was getting fucking tortured by my siblings.
Are we gonna pull at that thread? Are we? We're gonna unravel that whole sweater, are we, of who tortured who in our house?
It would be Christmas without a family fight, cunt over
wouldn't be Christmas without Kevin and Declan fucking
heating up my soldiers.
Pyromaniac.
I never burnt your Christmas
fucking
toys.
Sitting.
Never burnt your Christmas toys.
No, not at Christmas, but you'll have.
It was a summer pastime.
A summer pastime was getting my soldiers, heating them up with a lighter, and then Dacky would crack up with a hammer.
What did I buy you last week?
He bought me a soldier last week.
A metal soldier.
Funnily enough, Kev, I don't play with them anymore. Anyway.
Fucking you don't what?
I mean, I play Call of Duty. Anyway.
And you paint them.
I would probably get rid of Home Alone, but also, like, it isn't overly shit, though. I think if I was really going, this is a shit thing that has to be taken out.
Christmas with the Cranks.
That was shit. That Polar Christmases is shit.
Polar Express is dog shit, mate. Their eyes, they've got glazed over eyes in it.
What about, do you know what I hate? And I mean this, I fucking hate it. The Grinch. I hate that. I hate
it's
that.
Annoying.
See that everyone's knows. I hate that. I hate that.
What, like the Malone Road?
Yeah. I hate that. What other questions have we got down?
Happy season's greetings.
Connor wants to know, what's the top 3 components of a Christmas dinner?
Potato croquettes.
Jude Law's. Anyway. For me.
Winslet tit.
For me.
Dingle tit. Okay.
For me, it's the meats. You want your meats, right? I'm trying to do this so I can get as many elements into the 3. But meats for me include your turkey, your ham, and if you're doing wee sausages or wee pigs and blankets, I like that, right? Now, then I like a croquette, but for me, the star of the show is a garlic and rosemary roasty.
Fuck me. Fancy bastard, aren't you?
Fancy bastard. You enjoyed them for years.
I will say
when
this, right? I will say this.
I know my way around the roasty.
You do a supreme roasty.
I do.
And also, your Brussels sprouts are special.
I do wee dirty Brussels. The shredded ones.
The shredded ones with bits of bacon in it. You shred them. That's just...
You shred them, you put bacon in it. So you cook your bacon, right? You take it out. You've got your bacon fat. So you let...
Oh, don't tell me how you cook them.
This is what you do. This is what you do. You know, this is what you do. You get
pig snout on it or something.
You put bacon straight into a cold pan and let it heat up and the fat renders, right? Then you cook it out. You take it out, you cut it up. You then take sprouts and shred them and put it straight into that fat with a knob of butter. You cover them. You cook it on low heat.
Let them
they get all nice and soft. You throw in a bit of oyster sauce. You cover it again. You put the bacon in with another knob of butter. Season with pepper. Sensational.
Is it fair to say you can add anything to bacon and
good.
It improves it?
You could probably... Oh, I think the bacon improves whatever you've added. Yeah,
like Brussels sprouts are shit.
Oh, I love sprout. I love a sprout.
I could do a naked sprout, like.
Recently, we've been just doing sprouts. Like the last couple of years, we've just been doing the sprouts with bacon thrown in, not shredded, and they're lethal.
Yeah, but you're still adding bacon to...
I do
bacon
enjoy a sprout, like.
But it has to be smoked bacon or maple cured. It can't be...
Is there anything you can think of that bacon wouldn't improve?
No.
You know what I mean?
No, because if you had to eat a human shit
adding,
and somebody put bacon on it, you'd be happier about it.
But if you're eating something that's good anyway and you put bacon on it, it's going to improve it.
Do you know what I hate?
But even if you're eating like a fucking pig's trotter and you put bacon on it, it's going to improve it.
Do you know what I hate? I hate...
A cribine.
I hate the song Bacon by by Nick Jonas, where he goes, "Oh shit, throw some bacon on it. One thing I love more than being with you." Oh, it's called Bacon. Users are looking at me. This is a popular song.
It's not that popular. We're looking at you.
It's not that popular. Do you want me to look it up on Spotify and compare it to your Spotify and we'll see if it's popular?
Oh, look at you,
Oh, look.
cunt. Christmas time. Christmas cheer.
Christmas time.
Well, let's...
Mistletoe and brine.
Yeah, let's see.
Open my sweat lines. They
Don't
all
pull
smell like fish. Anyway.
Let's see if you make it to opening your presents. Cockhead.
It's Christmas time. Wanking out the side. Is
there something on your Christmas dinner? I mean, if I zone out.
About 6 times.
I zone out. What do you call it?
Scraps.
It was scraps. What would you not have on your Christmas dinner?
Beans. See any
You know, there's.
Do you do that? Do you put beans on your Christmas dinner?
Some people do. Like,
right, some people do, and I'm like, lads, you short this. I remember. Can I tell this story?
You go ahead. Fuck.
Oh no, I'm asking you. I'm asking you because I don't want you to interrupt me. So
I wasn't there.
I was at a house party a number of years ago. We're going back into the shit here. Going back about 15 years, right? 16 years. It's at a house party, student party, and scrapper. I mean, you're actually interrupting me now. So I was at this house party, and we were talking. People were talking. It was over the Christmas period. It was in those days, late December after Christmas, pre-New Year parties, and so we're at this one, and we were talking. People were talking about Christmas dinners, and it came up, stuff like that came up. What would you not have? And I went, any cunt that puts beans, because this is why. This was in the days when Facebook had just dropped. Remember Facebook came out, and then it kind of went away, or what? Like it was competing with Bebo and MySpace still. It was in that sort of space then when it was just getting big, like really big, where you didn't have to have a uni account to get it and all, right? So it was exploding, and people were on Facebook, and people were putting pictures up of their Christmas dinner, right, from phones and digital cameras, right? And somebody had put up a picture near mine, or I saw it on my feed, and it was there was beans on their Christmas dinner, and I went, some fucking lowlife on my Facebook put up their Christmas dinner with fucking beans on it, right? And they weren't even boofed, right? Anyway, and I went, and then somebody that was at this party was like, I have beans on my Christmas dinner, and as banter, I goes, "Are you poor?" Right? Oh, they hated that. They that was a vendetta. That vendetta, like I was never
Still going, is it?
I was never spoken to again, and I was glared at across parties for about the next 3 years, and we were still in the same group of friends.
Well, it would tend to cut.
That's funny though. That's funny though, because it's not real. I was like,
well, unless you were
"Are you
always
poor?"
fucking poor.
Do you know what? I remember saying
What's
it, and
probably
I
good?
remember.
What's probably good is now that you've told the rest of Northern Ireland and the world.
But I haven't named them anyway. But do you know what was funny? A couple of boys that used to play football with us in the PEC were there, and they fucking loved that. Like when I went, "Are you poor?" This is what happens. You give a man a beer. Give me a drink. Get me.
What are your condiments?
Well, Catholics aren't allowed those.
Hey!
Anyway, sorry.
Go on.
Condiments for what? For
Your
Christmas dinner?
Oh, no, for fucking
Obviously, salt,
Chinese
pepper.
dinner.
Salt, pepper. A succulent Chinese meal. Anyway, salt, pepper, gravy, cranberry sauce. There you go.
No mustard.
Whole
grain mustard.
See, I cook our ham with a mustard glaze.
Right. I could do.
It's a honey and mustard glaze, Dan. All right.
I can do without the salt being added to my dinner. I need pepper.
No, but
I need pepper.
You said condiments. I'm talking about stuff I'll put on the table. I'll season as I go. You shouldn't need to touch your Christmas dinner with salt and pepper.
It's always but it's always nice to give the potatoes a nice wee fresh crack of black pepper over the top of them. Am I right?
You do what you like. I'll have
with
it perfectly
that.
seasoned.
With that, the only other thing I would add to my plate would be a decent mustard. Perhaps one with porter or whiskey in it.
No, I like
extra.
I do.
What's the word? Extra. Decadent.
I do a glaze for us, which is honey, and it's a dash of Coleman's English mustard and the French mustard with what do you call it in there? Grains, a French
Right.
whole grain mustard. So you get a mix. You get the
heat.
You get the punch of the
Piquant.
English, and the kiss of the French,
Ooh.
and then
The
honey.
headbutt of the English.
I do
did you
this.
say?
I literally, mate. See the Christmas dinner. I take it so seriously. Like I source good meats.
But do you enjoy doing it?
Yeah.
Right.
Do you know what I enjoy? Sitting down to it and going, everything that's on this is banging.
Yes, but I mean, there's
No
taking it
fucking about.
serious as long as you're going to enjoy it. But then there's the stress and the workup and the fucking you burn your hand on the back of the oven door because it was your fault, but you blame everybody in the room.
Who are you talking to here?
You.
This is all you say that as if that's a story that happened before.
Maybe you blanked out.
Do you know
'cause
what
you're
I've
so
done?
angry.
No, do you know what I did one
I could
time?
just picture you doing it.
Do you know what I did one time? I remember lifting, we had a pan with a metal handle that I had cooked something in the oven. And I remember specifically, I was making,
Christ.
you use it to make chicken Kievs, you finish them in the oven. Like if you're making them from scratch, right?
Sear your own hand shut.
It wasn't too bad, but what I did was I took it out of the oven and literally said to Chloe and Aurelie, do not touch that, that is fucking
I don't know.
boiling. And then I went,
That's
and do you know what you do? As soon as you do it, you just go,
But I've done something
you
similar.
don't shout, you don't go, fuck, or you just go,
I've done it. I've done it where I've touched something straight out of it, right? And all it does is, and it's not even it's that warm. It doesn't blister. It kind of sears your fucking thumb shut.
it wasn't that bad because it had been sitting out for a few minutes, but
Right.
it was pretty shit.
Yeah.
But I don't usually burn myself in the kitchen.
yeah.
Do you know what I'm good at?
Oh,
The choppage. I've got good knife skills. You'll see it all on Smells Bitch and check it out. We're doing Christmas ones.
Oh, are you doing pigs and blankets? Are you?
No, I'm gonna do one showing people how to do roasties. I'm gonna do one showing people how to do because I've already
do
shown them
your-
how to do mash.
You
I might
should
do the
show them
sprouts.
huh?
But I want to do a roasties one.
You
I
should
might do a ham.
You should do a fucking oven bird, mate.
Should I? Have we any more questions there, Dan?
Aaron wants to know, will Twank be indulging in a alcoholic beverage over Christmas?
Very unlikely. I'm more likely to have one when I'm. Well, this is filmed before the trip to Reefay. I'm more likely to have had one when I was away.
What would you go for?
Pina colada,
Really?
something
Wee
filled.
fruity number.
I like something filled with fruit juice,
Yeah.
and then, I like those. I like that
See,
flavor.
I really like the a whiskey, an old fashioned whiskey.
Mm.
That fuck me, mate.
An old fashioned, isn't that whiskey, sours,
Aye,
and
a
sugar?
nice-
I
yeah,
think that's it.
yeah, and then they put in a wee maraschino cherry in it.
And an orange peel sometimes.
Christ of Almighty, mate.
Yeah,
Best one in Belfast, I think, was Birch Bar.
mental.
I'll say that.
I'll say Rita's.
Yeah.
It's unlikely for me to be drinking over Christmas. I might have one or two.
you know
It
what
would
drink?
it would literally be.
A little sherry.
I might. Do you know what I'm likely to have? A Bailey's then.
That's how I was going to say that, or a Sheridan's. Do they still do that?
Sheridan's like
No,
fake
no,
Bailey's.
no, it was the 2 pour bottle.
Wine that has like a minty.
No. It was
It was like
Bailey's with
milk and like one's like
Aye.
milky and one's black.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think I'm more likely to have
I don't
like
know if
a.
they still do it.
I'm more likely to have like a
Bailey's, aren't they?
a wee Bailey's or maybe like on like say the last night in Lavery's or something. I'll maybe have a beer, just like a
I will
bottle.
not
Corona or something.
partake, but I'm trying to think of non-alcoholic stuff that I would like to try out.
Just even saying the words I might have a Corona though is giving me a mad druth for it right now. Isn't that mad?
Yeah.
I haven't had a Corona in a long
Do you know,
time.
do what I kind of like some of those favourite 3 tonics just on their own with a bit of ice on them.
Aye.
So they're like for gin and tonics, but they're flavoured tonic water. Indian tonic.
Do you know what's nice?
Nice.
A Corona with a lime jammed in it.
Nah, I fucking
love
never
that.
liked the lime in it.
Oh, I love it.
I hate that.
I love that.
And then
taste.
having to turn it upside down to get the fucking lime to sink down into the jar at the bottom of the bottle.
Never done
And
that, like.
no.
No.
Then you end up it farting in your face off the palm of your hand.
Wee Mexican lime fort.
Yeah.
Sounds like a Wichita line man. Yeah. Any other ones? Any other good ones? Give me Christmas ones, Dan.
Okay, Alan wants to know if you could play any character in any Christmas movie, who would it be and why?
Oh, wow.
Dr. Fernando for me.
Kev's picked a wee freak from a TV movie that's
You
big
say
in our
freak.
house.
You say freak. Some's called him a genius.
Some have called him a genius. I would probably go. Do you know what character I think I'd be quite good at? The Sinbad character from Jingle All the Way. You know, you know the movie Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Long story short,
yeah.
it's
He's the dad.
yeah, it's Schwarzenegger going after a toy Turbo Man for his kid, and he gets into like a vendetta with Sinbad, and I could play that, or
I would
got it.
go on.
I would love see the first Harry Potter movie. There's a Christmas film for you. I love that. It is.
Well, who would you play in it?
I think I'd probably be more likely to be cast as Hagrid, but I would love to be or Uncle Vernon, but I would love to be Albus Dumbledore in that one.
Right.
And it would just be me
that was
doing
the
it.
original. What was it?
Richard Harris. I would just be pretending to be Richard Harris.
Yeah.
Do you know what I would do? I would do Richard Harris being Dumbledore, but I would use Richard Harris's lines from Patriot Games and Gladiator in Harry Potter. So like Harry Potter be going like, you know, why did I have the Philosopher's Stone in my pocket? And I'd be going, the IRA are not responsible for this attack. And he'd be looking at me going, Professor, and I'd be going, there was a dream that was Rome. You could only whisper it.
Commodus cannot be emperor.
Hello, yeah.
Bring an old man another blanket.
Just Harry Potter comes in and I go, oh, what a Caesar you would have made. You know what I mean? Oh, brilliant. And then I would do his lines out of the field. I would just do I'd just go, gone! Gone because I throw them out. Me and my kind Flanagan. I would just be that. Oh, mate, imagine me. Do you know what? Come and see my new show. It's called Kieran is Harris is Kieran is Harris. Come and see it. Unbelievable. I love that Richard Harris also in interviews refers to himself as Harris. He does. He goes like this.
O'Toole and Harris.
And Harris was drinking. Of course he was. And I'm like, you're a mad cunt, Harris. Go ahead.
I think I would play a good Argyle.
That's a great shout. Kev as Argyle, the fucking limo driver in Die Hard.
Sitting down the
You know what I mean?
stairs.
This
chilling the
is
fuck-
Christmas music.
But just chilling the fuck
Yeah.
out, letting the mayhem go off
Baby, have I
around
ever
me.
lied to you? Oh, I fucking love Die Hard. Oh, mate.
I went for a slightly off that or there's two other people in that film I would like to play.
Let me guess them.
Go
Can I
on.
guess them right? Is Ellis one of them?
No, he's
Right, hold on.
Hands.
no.
Would you like to be?
They're off piece. I don't like the.
You don't
the
like the
main-
big roles,
I
yeah.
don't like the big roles.
Is one of them send in the car?
No. He's
Al.
more of a dick too.
Is it what? Yeah. What about
Who?
Pal? Yeah.
Oh no, he's a massive knob. Isn't he?
What about Dwayne T. Robinson?
No,
The security guard at the start.
you're getting closer.
Is it what? Is it any of the henchmen? Any of the villains?
Yeah, one of
Oh,
them.
right.
Yeah, it's two of them actually. It's two of them.
Not the guy with long hair. Is it the guy that he kills on the stairs?
Nope.
Yeah, I see him.
No.
No. I'm trying to. Next time you have a chance to kill someone, don't hesitate.
Nope.
No? Go on. Oh, Theo.
Theo. I would love to play Theo. The quarterback is toast. Right. Love to do that. And I would also love to be the guy that reaches through for the wee bar of chocolate.
Like Endo from fucking Lethal Weapon. Unbelievable.
Love to be that guy.
Oh, that's great.
You know what I mean? Because he gets to slap
He
down
does,
the
yeah.
part of the
oh,
MP5.
the MP5, yeah.
You know what I mean?
If I was going to be in Die Hard, I think...
I know who you would be.
Go on.
Especially as in Johnson.
I was going to say I'd love to be... I was a junior high dickhead, or I would also enjoy being, you know, the guy from Groundhog Day and the Burbs. That's
Yeah,
in the-
yeah.
in- I could
Walt.
Do, I could do that role.
Really?
The guy's in the...
Hey, this is Walt Anna Nakatomi.
Yeah. That's unbelievable script banter from you, but yeah, and he's like, shut it down. Shut it down now. Yeah. Oh, brilliant.
Star Wars is a great
Brilliant.
fucking Christmas film.
It is the original.
That and Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones is always good, but yeah,
Yeah.
The Last Crusade around Christmas time.
Yeah. The first Star Wars film, mate.
Yeah, it is. It's
Yeah.
banging.
What was that? Return of the Jedi?
No,
Empire
A New
Strikes
Hope.
Back. What was it?
You're just going backwards through them
Okay,
there. Yeah.
well, there
A New
you go.
Hope. Yeah. You know,
The guys with the Murray Mint hassle.
Uncle Owen, I want to go to the Space Academy. Over my flaming carcass. That's unbelievable. Family Guy, like over my says something like over my flaming body or something. You're like, this is unbelievable.
Over my laser burnt body.
Yeah, I love that bit. Uncle Owen, Emperor, fucking
Christmas joint.
Obi-Wan sitting base Navarro's fanny with fucking mustard and honey. They'll be back and in greater numbers. This is not the anti-carcass you were looking for. Unbelievable. Oh, what a show! Like, what's your favorite bit in Star Wars in the first 3 films?
Oh, probably the sound. It's a sound, actually. When they turn the Death Star down.
I enjoy a lot when Obi-Wan dies, and then
It's actually when they're powering the laser up that makes that noise.
no, but it makes that noise. He powers it down at one point as well.
All right, okay, go.
Powers down the tractor beam.
My favourite part in that first film. Interesting.
Houdini! I enjoy whenever they get fucking.
It was
scrubbed.
that fucking thing that comes up out of the.
Nah, the wee
hate
that
that bit.
nah, the Houdini is the wee Jawas. They
Right.
get fucking. The guys in the cloaks.
I don't know. I think my favourite bit is actually the starting sequence of Darth Vader coming onto the ship,
Right.
and all the guys with the Murray Mint hats are all fucking waiting for him.
Marie Matas.
And they're class.
I enjoy when Han and Luke do that bit on the Millennium Falcon where they bond. They like shoot down the TIE
Aye,
fighters.
well,
and
that
they're
is
off
good.
them.
Aye, that is good.
That's fucking banging. I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
I also enjoy the fucked up bar. I love the bar.
I love the fact that my other favourite part is on it is when you can't hear it, but you can sense the screams of everybody on Dantooine.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. Obi-Wan just fucking.
What the fuck
Yeah.
was that?
That's good. Oh, I love that. Yeah, it's funny. Right. It's been an emotional episode.
Happy
Kev.
Christmas, Kieran.
Happy Christmas, mate.
Brother.
I can give them to you. Best line in Die Hard, go.
Sheesh
Or
na
your
finsta.
Or your favorite bit. What's your favorite?
Shut.
Shut
glass.
to the glass. Bill Clay. Go ahead.
That would be my favourite bit on
What, the glass bit?
it. The he's shouting over to your man. Sheesh na finsta, and he goes, what?
Shut to the glass. I enjoy that.
I also love the bit
Professor Snape.
of him.
Mate, imagine Snape
Yeah.
doing Alan Rickman's lines from in the same Harry Potter where I'm doing Richard Harris in Patriot Games. Imagine or I'm just doing all Richard Harris's other
You
movies.
could actually have him coming in as Devil Era.
Yeah, just Snape coming in and
Yeah.
going, the fact that I am an American may have saved my hide, Michael. And then get him in. Coming in, Harry Potter. Harry Potter's glaring at him and he's just like, shut to the glass. Professor, and he's like, Bill Clay.
He does it with his wand.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
Oh, God, no, please, no. You're one of them, aren't you? You're one of them. Spend a weekend at one of those combat ranches.
Convincing fucking accent you have there.
Yeah.
Han.
Snape. Yeah. Oh, fucking
Dev.
brilliant.
Kev. Clay.
Professor Dev Snape. That's amazing. Right, anyway. Happy Christmas. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. And we'll see you in a few days after Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho.
Shalom. Oh, no.